everyone and welcome to the Learning Ladder, and today we're talking about what we are doing for homeschool at Christmas time. So in the past we have always done usual curriculum and then Christmas as an additional things, but this year we're actually going to do it differently for a couple of different reasons. But we are going to stop our regular curriculum and do lots of fun Christmas activities. A couple of reasons why. One, I'm not sure how many things we'll be able to get to. We know with everything that's going on, currently we're under national lockdown. That is due to end at the beginning of December, but who knows? So I'm prepping for the fact that that might continue, or there might be less things that we can do because everyone will suddenly want to be doing lots of things. With social distancing and everything else, there'll be limited tickets for stuff. So that's part of the reason. So I want to make everything as magical as I can anyway. And I can do that by making lots of fun, or not necessarily creating, but from the point of actually doing it myself, but creating lots of Christmas magic by using resources that are lots of fun. But also because we homeschool for 39 weeks, and that gives us some flexibility in there, and we don't know whether we'll be able to go on holiday next year or not, so we're not necessarily too concerned about we need to finish this curriculum by a certain point, because we always do anyway, and then we'll probably end up having more time next year than we do normally, because potentially we might not be able to go on holiday, with everything's going on still in the world. So I'm not too worried about taking a break from our curriculum over the Christmas period, because we always finish it on time. There's never been a year when we haven't, so that doesn't faze me, and I want to make it as magical as possible, and there's so many fun things that we can do. So let's get started and we'll talk about what we're going to do. Writing. Last year we did a December daily. It's mine. I just got a little scrapbooks. I'll show you the first pages. So this was mine. Every day we did completed a page of all the fun things that we were doing and everything else. This is my daughter's first page and hers. So she liked putting all her little notes in that she got from Elf and adding bits in and everything else. But I'm not going to do that this year, for the reason I mentioned earlier, in terms of who knows what activities and everything we'll be able to do. So what I'm going to do for writing instead is to do a scrapbook based on the Jolly Christmas Postman. You'll actually see this book featuring one of my Bookmas videos for Christmas that I'm currently doing on my channel, because I love this book so much. And if you've never seen it before, I'm sure most of you have, but basically it's the postman goes around delivering letters to everybody, and in all the different sections there are little flaps, and inside, or little envelopes, and inside are different themed writing activities. So it could be games, it could be puzzles, it could be cards, so many different things. So actually for writing we're going to do this. So she's going to make her own version. I don't care if it's postman themed, it can be whatever she wants, but what I really like about the fact it's so interactive, so she can insert lots of different flaps and create different writing bits and pieces, drawing, so many different things that she can do with this. I think it's going to be really fun. So that's going to be our main writing throughout the festive period. Now music is also a big thing at Christmas time. You've got your carols, all the fun Christmas music and everything else. So I really want to incorporate a lot of music this year, and I'm going to show you now on the computer and what I'm planning on purchasing. I haven't actually purchased it yet, mainly because I don't think it's out when I'm filming this video. And also it's a PDF, so there's no rush. I can get it closer to the time when I actually need it, and then print it off and everything then. So that's the reason I haven't got a physical copy to show you, but we're definitely going to get these things. So one of them is a unit study from Squilt on, I think that's how you say it, Squilt, on the Nutcracker. And I love that ballet. It's just amazing, and it's so festive and Christmassy and everything else, and she loves the book, she loves the Nutcracker character. So we are going to do that as one of our unit studies in arts and music, but what we're also going to do is make our own themed performance of it, because my daughter absolutely adores making her own little shows and things. She's amazing to watch. The way things that she comes up with, and her facial expressions, oh my god, it's so amazing to see. And she just tells a story when she's doing her little dances and everything else, her little plays that she puts on. It's just amazing. She's amazing to watch. So I definitely want to add that into it. So we'll be doing a little mini unit study on the Nutcracker that I'll show you in a second, and then she'll be doing her own little performance based on it. We're also doing a daily calendar from Squilt as well, which has a different Christmas themed musical piece every day that you can listen to. So I'm going to purchase that. Now this is the Nutcracker from Squilt mini unit. And then this is the listening calendar. This is currently only available for October and November, but they're bringing their December one out soon. So as you can see, it's a PDF format, takes you to a protected YouTube playlist, and it's the theme of the month. So this obviously will be a Christmas one, which I'm really excited about. In terms of the basics, language arts, maths and everything else, there's a couple of products that I haven't completely decided on yet which way I want to go. It depends on a couple of things. So one of them is two of them are themed holiday around the world resources. One of them's from Teachers Pay Teachers and one of them's from the World.Way. I've got to decide which one I want to choose. I can't decide yet because the World.Way hasn't released hers. So once she does, then I'll know which way I'm going to go. So I'm either going to do the around the world, holidays around the world from Teachers Pay Teachers, or holidays around the world from the World.Way, and the one from, I don't know what the World.Way's one's going to incorporate, but the one from Teachers Pay Teachers has things like you know, different traditions, how people celebrate, different crafts, different activities to make and do, PowerPoint presentations of each country and everything else. So that sounds really fun. I think she'll enjoy that. And we are a subscriber to monthly Universal Yums. This will be our first Christmas with them, but from looking in the past, they've done, I wouldn't necessarily a seasonal box, but it's sort of a holidays themed box. I'm hoping they're going to do that. My daughter adores Universal Yums, so we can definitely incorporate our geography into that too, if they do that box again, which I'm really hoping they do. Now the other thing in terms of language arts, everything else, we're doing a lot of language arts with our writing, with the Jolly Christmas Postman, but obviously we want to keep our math skills up, and I'll be doing ad hoc things here and there. So we'll do some fun themed multiplication, Christmas themed, Santa presents. There's so many different things that you can use maths for. We'll be doing lots of baking, because baking is huge at Christmas time. My daughter adores baking, and I have the Christmas Cookies Around the World book that we're going to be using as part of that. So we'll read the read aloud of the Christmas cookies around the world, and then there are several recipes in there for us to make. So we'll be doing that, but then we'll also be making our traditional Christmas baking things that we like to make anyway. I'm also going to do a themed Christmas lunch, I'm hoping every day for her. So that will be really fun, and she can participate in that. She can help as well. We've got all the shaped cutters and, you know, all the Christmas themed stockings and, you know, all kind of like different little things that we can use to make festive lunch really fun, and she can help as well, which will be really great this year. So that's another thing. And I also purchased the winter and Christmas bundle. I think it's just called the Christmas and Winter bundle, something like that, from well, it wasn't from Grace and Grit, but she promoted it on her channel. And there were quite a lot of different festive activities in there, so things like writing a job application for ELF, so that's obviously language arts, and then there were some math multiplication ones and everything else in there, so we can do that. But also I have in the past used the Moffat Girls December No Prep Pack, which is math, language arts and maths as well. So I might possibly get that. I'm going to weigh up everything at the end once I purchase everything and lay it all out and see if I think we need that, because, you know, you can do so much maths in everyday living anyway, and it's part of everything else that we're doing. But I might purchase that as an addition. We'll see. We'll be reading tons of books. We love reading Christmas books at this time of year. So many great stories that we can pick up and just really enjoy. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. So additional Christmas crafts. I have a big Christmas craft book that my daughter can pick from. We also have the Usborne books, and we have a ton of those Christmas themed Usborne activity books which have language arts and maths in them anyway. And then science, I'm thinking of getting the Elemental Science Christmas bundle this year. I haven't purchased it before, but I do really love Elemental Science, and I think they have lots of fun experiments in them. But if not, then I have a ton of experiments that I've done over the years, because what I do is I generate a big list of things, different crafts and activities and everything, and I just routinely go through and pick different things depending on how much time we've got that day, what she was interested in doing. So I've got like a catalogue, I guess you could say, of different science experiments and things that we could do, so we can just pick and choose off that. And art, everything in terms of what we're doing with music and everything else, we can incorporate with art too. There are so many different activities that we can do, so I'm really excited for Christmas school this year. I think it's going to be really fun, and it will really definitely bring Christmas to life and make it magical. We did have a fun experience planned in November. I'm not going to say where because ears, but due to national lockdown, we are unable to go. They haven't said whether or not they're going to reschedule. I'm hoping they will. We'll see. So if we can do that, that'll be absolutely amazing. We've never been before. I'll put in the description box what I'm talking about. We've never been before, so it'll be amazing to actually go if we really can. If we can, I'll be so happy. I didn't mention it. I said we were going to do something fun, but I didn't say what it was, and I'm really glad now because although, you know, national lockdown was always something that was possible, I genuinely didn't think it'd be in November, so I was quite shocked in terms of the timing of it, but you know, they explain the reasons why and everything else, so we have to do it. But I'm hoping that fun activity might still be possible in December, and I'll put in the description what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's our plans for Christmas and homeschool in December. Let me know what you're up to. I would love to hear, and I'll see you in our next video. Take care. Bye for now.